It's the NFL on EA Sports, and our focus is on the Lions' leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Lions and the Bears, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he is gone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the number one goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go, set.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield. On 3rd and short, they do not get it done. So 4th down, they'll hand it over to A.J. Cole to punt it. He'll take this in back at the 16. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been doing it through the air and on the ground this first month of the season. Currently leading the NFL in rush yards by a quarterback. A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick slant taken in by Amon-Ra. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And you talk about a guy who's been running with a purpose here in the first half, Mike. I mean, not only hitting the holes and accelerating through them, but as the numbers telling you, he might be on his way to a big, big ball game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, a man open right side. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. It is a big play there for the Lions. 37 yards. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive. They've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, this is going to be a long day for this defense.
The Bears offense ready for their 2nd possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. And he's going to have a Bears 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1. Off play action. Here's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That one knocked away and incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, Bronco switch.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He's got a man, that's DJ Moore. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Lions who have the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go. Shine it. Go.
Williams to the air once more. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set for this next possession. As we move deeper in the season, he continues to put up the big numbers week after week. And you see it manifest there, the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Gibbs. He's going to have a first down on that gain up to the 25-yard line. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. And that ball incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Detroit. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, it's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down. They face 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown Lions. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Off-balance throw. It's complete.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Williams. He's going to tuck it and go. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down. He'll look to throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
And that is incomplete. John Mechie was the intended target, and it's going to be 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive is going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Lions are in the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one finds the Falcons out in front. The Texas man, Bijan Robinson, a touchdown run. Next, we'll take the trip north to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Mike Evans, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow.
Ready up.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Set.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Go.
They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Chicago.
Got it. Ready? Let's go.
Now Swift. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. And that is no good. He missed it. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit. The Lions offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And he's been as involved as anyone in the league in the middle part of the season, the NFL leader in receiving yards to this point. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. That's Tyreek Stevenson there to make the tackle. Second and 7. Now, faking the give. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. He's still on his feet. And he will go all the way. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. The linebacker Jerome Baker there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Set, go.
Williams. He completes this one to Mechie. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Set.
Here's Williams. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
The Lions offense and their quarterback. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Check, stop that. Check, stop that. Come on. Set. Check, go.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
They'll look to throw yet again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Let's go now.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
A play fake. Now Williams. Over the middle, that's Komet. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Throw it again. It's Williams. This one caught by Mechie. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop them. That will be no gain on the screen. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. He airs this one out looking for Mechie. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
This one complete right side. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. The offense staying put. They will go for 2. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold.
So anytime you're really sensing pass, Mike, the first thing you want to do, flood the field with defensive backs. Good things typically happen. I mean, that's a great call there by the defensive coordinator to counter that play, because no matter where that ball was going, they had someone in the neighborhood who had a shot of making the play and getting them off the field.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. That'll be caught, and he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bears offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. They'll stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. This returnable from inside his own 40. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He keeps it himself. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And that is incomplete. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. He'll look to throw. Now pass deep for St. Brown. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. That one incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
The Bears send out their punt team as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them. It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Here we go. One final play. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.